Hello everyone, I hope you're all excited for today's race. We are in Bahrain. In the meantime, again we've had a short number of drivers. Quite a few drivers aren't letting us know if they can race or not, so unfortunately we're only going to be racing with I think 15 or 16 drivers, I think 15. But yeah, we got Smith Pell today, he's going to be reserving for Kengar 97. We've got Hyped Nova, who's going to be reserving for Gexi, and we've got Tomo Tiptop 31, who's going to be reserving for the other Alpha Tauri instead of Paledriel. And apart from that, we're waiting for Faxlin to join, and I don't know if Godly Noob will be joining for qualifying or just for the race. Currently, Ferrari sitting last in the constructor standings. They're on 19 points, and quite a number behind. Well, that much behind 9th place Alpha Tauri's in 24th as Tan 1212 spins out on turn 16. Well, that's unfortunate. I think he was going faster than his best lap so far, so. But it's fine, as long as he didn't crash out. He's good. He can still do more laps and, you know, advance to Q2 without any issues. Bumpier so far set the most laps, 5 laps. So getting a lot of practice and getting a lot of rubber into the track. Oh wow! And while I was away, DX Asinio has crashed out. So that means, if I'm not mistaken, that he won't be able to do a lap time in Q2. So the Exasinio will be starting in 15th place. How is it not 14th is beyond me. Because after 13 I think 14 comes, but what do I know? So far, who do you think, chat's gonna win the race? Who are you backing? Andre? Faxlin's won I think the past 2 or 3 races in a row. Sonev, fellow Racing Point. I think Bumpier maybe will just come slither through and get a cheeky win. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, massive gain. Well, maybe not double massive gain, but there is a massive gain either way by starting out on mediums. And in fact, we see many drivers come out on mediums. They're going to try set the lap as fast as they can on those mediums, try to get themselves into the top 10 with the medium tire, because if you're in the top 10, you start on the compound, you set your lap on. So if they manage to do that with mediums, they have a good advantage. As Sonev spins out, that's a pretty big crash. I'm really surprised his tires are still intact. I think he just barely touched the curb, and I don't think the curb spun him out. I think maybe just applied too much speed as he retires from the session on track. So I'll probably get a warning for that. Tan 1212 at 126.4 on softs. And if he's got enough fuel on the RS, he'll be able to try set another lap. KCDB is entering the pits. I thought he was exiting the pits for a second. I was like, qualifying's over. I don't see much point of that. Deroy though, it's a really big shame because I think he had set a lap on mediums and he was in 10th just barely. So he might have been able to stick it out and start on mediums, but not to fret. He has set the 126.6, so now he's definitely going to be safe on softs. The round comes through turns 14 and 15. I'm surprised those are 2 different corners, if I'm being honest. And comes across the line. 128.3. I forgot his lap time, but we've definitely been close, so maybe it was a smart call to come out on softs. And yeah, that's going to end Q3. Jamie Robertson, Tomo Tiptop and Smith Pell all getting eliminated. Tomo Tiptop and Smith Pell to reserves for today. And sets a 127.6 as the first lap of Q3. Bumpier now comes across the line. 125.6, very close to that 125.5 of Nicholas. Andre with a 126.1. Very surprising that I didn't go faster than that. Maybe he got caught up in traffic or made a mistake. Merv Martin currently in provisional pole with a 126.6, and as I'm speaking about that, Faxon comes across the line with a 125.5. I wonder if Nicholas is Faxon now, unless he's got another more fuel by the way. This is going to be his last lap that he's going to set, and it's a 125.4. It's a strong lap time. Merv Martin though also seeming like he's setting a strong lap time, but the best he can muster is a 125.5. So he's sticking in second, and Faxon's managing to hang on to provisional pole. Bumpier's lap time's invalidated, and I wonder if maybe, I think he might have just got an invalidation before he started his lap, so it invalidated his next lap. So I think he's just gonna have to stick with that 125.6. Sonev 125.7, Tanto F12 not going faster, 125.9, and I think Andres is going 2/10 faster, so we could see something from Andre, maybe even something from KCDB. And that will bag him a decent lap time. Won't bag him provisional pole, but it'll still bag him a nice lap. Well, actually, provisional pole, might I add, would be pole position, unless KCDB would have something to say about that. Now he's going to come across the line. I don't know where it put him. It put him in 5th place. And yeah, final standings, Faxon pole position again. Merv Martin really close. So yeah, Nicholas is Faxon, that's good to know. Nice pole position. Merv Martin in 2nd, close behind, and Bumpier in 3rd, only 2/10 off Faxon. Sonev did better than he was doing in Q1 and Q2. Nice to see the improvement from him. And 3/10 off. Andre also almost 4/10 off. He was doing a lot better in Q1, so hopefully he'll be able to find his pace again. Tanto F12, then half a second off Faxon in 6th. Now we've got KCDB in 7th, DeRoy in 8th, Hyped Nova in 9th, and Martins in 10th. And I'm not sure what happened. Are we? I think we're off. Massive collisions and a lot of crashings happened. And in the back, I don't know. I think someone jumped the start as well. We've got a VSC, but I am really confused. I think Tan1212 as an AI jumped the start. I think it was, or was it Merv Martin jumped the start? I'm really confused. I'm gonna have to quickly look at incidents. So it was Merv Martin that jumped the start. And yeah, actually, for once, the top 3 are actually still pretty close by. KCDB is doing really well, he's up 3. DXSinio as well, fighting alongside him, up 10 places now. He gets round and past KCDB. This has been a really hectic start, and I haven't been commentating over it so well, because I've been so confused over what's happened. See Bumpier inching closer and closer to Faxon, but not going in a slipstream when he goes out to the right. But he's managed to put it side by side, but not being able to stick it around the outside. Looking to use DRS now, because Faxon doesn't have DRS. But still, just as Faxon looks up a bit, just not able to get past, and Andre really close. And Faxland enters the pits. He is on mediums, and DXSinio is on softs, hasn't even pit yet. So I wonder why Faxland's pit already. Bit of an odd strategy. DXSinio tries to look down the inside of Andre. Luman just looks down the inside, and this is on softs, so the tire's still holding up for him, and manages to get past. Took him quite a few laps to do it, but he's managed to get past Andre now. So Martins gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. currently sitting hot in 11th, Martins, the Roy in 10th. Stakes Asinio on the softs, decides to pit. I wonder if he's gonna try go the distance on mediums, or if he'll switch to hards. And he has swapped to the hards. Probably a bit too long of a distance for the mediums. As the Asinio and Sonev battling it out side by side. Sonev not leaving much room for the Asinio, almost squeezed him out there. Managing to keep ahead of him in 5th. The Asinio almost contacted to the back of Sonev, coming in really close behind him. And the Asinio looks down the inside of Sonev and manages to get past Sonev before the corner even comes. Sonev looking to fight back with the switchback, can't get past, looks to look. Oh, I thought he'd look down the inside again though, but didn't have the speed for it. And now with DRS he'll be looking down the inside of the Asinio, and again before the corner comes, able to get ahead of the Asinio. Gotta be careful, you can't move under braking, and I feel like Sonev almost did, or did, I don't think he did, but if he did, it was really close. Some good racing from the lads. The Asinio now looking round the outside of Sonev. Obviously didn't have the speed for it though, through the hairpin. As Andre gets past Bumpier in the pits. I don't know how that's happened, but as now 4 drivers have come close with each other. 5 Faxland's in the lead, but we've got the 4 drivers of the Asinio, Sonev, Andre and Bumpier all really close to each other now. All happened a bit from out of nowhere, you know, pit stops and all. And so I was just saying, Sonev, I don't think he'll be able to go till the end of the race in the mediums, but so he probably has another stuff left in him, but he's still fighting, trying as much as he can to stay ahead of the rest. And Faxland's strategy though, to be fair to him, has put him 4 seconds ahead of second place, 4.5 seconds. So maybe pitting early and just having that clean air on the hards was a good shout. Obviously his hards will be slower towards the end, but I bet he's banking on himself being able to hold them off, as Bumpier will be looking to use DRS on Andre. He's really close, right on his tail, as we saw Sonev almost lose the rear end a bit. In fact, he's lost out to Andre, he's going to lose to Bumpier as well. And Bumpier now is going to look down the inside of Andre. He's too far back to do so though, and has to stick behind Andre. And Sonev will not be happy with that. Not only is his mediums old, he was trying to hold back the rest as many drivers as he could, because he's on those mediums and he doesn't want to fall back once he pits. Obviously he will though, but try and just keep them back as much as he can. And the Roy and now Hypernova fighting off each other. Roy looking to go around the outside of Hypernova, now down the inside, but Hypernova just has the grip to stick it out, and now the Roy will have DRS. No, sorry, somehow none of them have DRS. And De Roy not able to get past Hypernova. As De Roy and Hypernova fighting it off. De Roy look down the inside. Now he's gonna have the inside line again, and he manages to get past Hypernova, just barely, but very nicely. Good stuff from De Roy. It's a shame I missed it. And now Andre looked to go down the inside of the XS. Almost clipped the inside of the XS though, and now Andre and that's Bumpier fighting alongside, and Bumpier goes down the inside, gets past Andre. Andre now looks around the outside of Bumpier. Not your usual overtaking corner, and he tries to take it around the outside, but concedes the position to Bumpier. Some nice racing, very nice not get contact between those two, as Sonev looked to try pounce on the occasion, but not able to get past Andre. So we see, I think that was Merv Martin who got fastest lap of the race, currently in 10th. Won't be long, I reckon, till he gets 8th place as Bumpier. Oh no, Bumpier spun, and I was wondering why Andre and Sonev were able to easily get past, as Bumpier's left the session. I'm going to invite him as Martin's retired from the session. Seems to have crashed out. Looks like a spin, I'm guessing. And this is going to really close the gap, so hopefully Bumpier rejoined. As we see the Excesinio and Andre pitting, Faxon pitting as well. Smart calls from all of them. The Excesinio went on softs, so I think Faxon's on mediums, Andre's on mediums, so the Excesinio thinks he's gonna be able to take those softs at the end. I mean, he'll have the early advantage, but hopefully those tires don't die out at the end, won't get a puncture or anything. Or won't need to pit from very high tire wear or spin out because of the high tire wear. Because he's been having a fabulous race up 12 places. I think the safety car is going to go in this lap. Seems like the safety car is in this lap actually, so we're about to go racing again. Whenever Faxon decides to ramp up the gas. And I don't know what's happened back there. Off we go. Bumpier's down in 8th. I saw front wing flying everywhere. Jamie Robertson somehow finds his way in 4th place. They're like 2 or 3 wide. A bunch of ghostings going on. I have no idea what's going on. And oh no, Murph Martin spun out again. Managed to save it. Oh, that's really a shame for Murph Martin. He was involved in some contact. Finds himself down in 8th. I've been really confused. The 2 times this race has gone underway. Once from the start. Second time from the... Is Jamie Robertson's losing 2 places now? Once from the start. Second time from this safety car restart. I've been confused both times as to what the hell is going on. The Excesinio able to stick close to Faxon. Andre though has lost some time. And the Excesinio really close behind Faxon, right on his tail. He's going to be looking to get a good exit and have DRS now. Really on his tail. Now he's going to look down the inside of Faxon. There was a bit of contact there. I think both of their front wings still in one piece and managed to get past Faxon, and Faxon's not going to be happy about that. He still has around 5 laps though to get past him again, and his tyres are going to be better off than the Excesinio come the end of the race. DeRoy gets a 3-second time penalty though, and he's still right behind KCDB. Andre's managed to gain a couple of tenths between the fights of Faxon and then the XS, and Faxon's really looking up now. Maybe the pressure's just getting to him, just making a couple of mistakes. Faxon took a gander, but he saw was too far behind. And DeRoy as well, too far behind to get past KCDB. I don't know if he made a bit of contact with KCDB, with the back of KCDB, but he's now over a second away, so he's going to look to cut down that margin as Faxland and the Excesinio, I think, were battling it out while I was watching DeRoy and KCDB. As you see the 2 AI, I think those are 2 AIs of 10, 12, 12 and Bumpier battling it out, having the time of their life. As KCDB and DeRoy are fighting alongside, they're side by side, but KCDB manages to squeeze out DeRoy. Murph Martin manages to get past Smithpell manages to get past Hypet Nova. As Murph Martin now looks to get past DeRoy, there's a bit of contact. I think there might be seen some front wing fly. Almost contact made again between DeRoy and Murph Martin, but they managed to keep him on one piece. And DeRoy managing to stay in 5th place ahead of Murph Martin. They're all really close to each other. Not many overtakes being able to happen because they're kind of in DRS trains. But as I say, that Faxon and Andre really close. I think they might make it 3 wide here. They're 3 wide. There was some front wing damage, unfortunately. I think Andre got some front wing damage, so he had to back out. DXSinho and Faxon went side by side. Faxon though gave a bit too much room to DXS and wasn't able to get past him. But now he's going to go around the outside of DXSinho. But DXSinho trying to hold off. Now Faxon's going to have the inside line. The inside line pretty crucial. And DXSinho though managing to stick around the outside. Now he manages to stay ahead of Faxland. Really close racing, and for a second looked down the inside of DXSinho again, but couldn't get past. There was no room for him, and And Merv Martin's really gaining a lot on KCDB. They've got similar ARS, but he's got DRS. He's going to look down the down the outside because KCDB blocked the inside. Some nice stuff from KCDB. Now Merv Martin looks right down. He's got the inside line and just can't get done. Didn't have the confidence to stick it down the inside. Thought KCDB would squeeze him out and backs out of it. But now Merv Martin using DRS, he's going to look down the inside of KCDB. Both of them using as much DRS and ERS as they can, but Merv Martin gets past KCDB before the corner could come, before KCDB could say anything about defending. And unless KCDB is able to attack again with DRS, in fact he does look down the inside. I don't know if that was some front wing flying. He looks down the inside, but he's still managing to stick it though, round the outside. And now he's got the inside line, he's got the outside line, and manages to get past Merv Martin again. And this is the last lap of the race, so Merv Martin, though, doesn't have a time penalty, so he's not all that worried, because KCDB's got time penalties. Andre, in the meantime, has fallen 2.2 seconds behind Faxon, so he seems to be quite comfortable in third. Faxon and DXSinho, none of them have got a time penalty. They're fighting off for the race win. DXSinho on softs, quite old softs, might I add. He's gained 13 positions. He's on 10 lap old softs in Bahrain. He's going to come round, turn 14 and turn 15. Faxon, though, too far behind to use DRS to get past on the final straight, and DXSinho wins the Bahrain GP. Faxon in a close second and Andre in third, and Merv Martin now on the final corner looks to go round the outside of KCDB, but not enough room to get on as he almost spins, manages to save it, and he's going to settle for a nice fifth as KCDB manages to get fourth, but due to the time penalties Merv Martin manages to get fourth. And that was some really nice stuff from Merv Martin, a great comeback from him as the Roy manages to bag sixth place, almost retires on the finish line, and Hypernova gets seventh by 0.008 seconds. And Smith Pell in eighth, Jay Robertson coming around in ninth. And oh my word, what a race that has been. DXSinho, absolutely brilliant race, held off Faxon on softs, while Faxon was on mediums, where the mediums were more preferable towards the end of the race. Gained 13 positions, absolutely insane stuff. Brilliant stuff from DXSinho. Unfortunately, Godly Noob wasn't able to join for the race, but brilliant stuff to DXSinho. Faxland hasn't won a race for the first time in God knows how long. Been about 3 races. Great race from Andre, brilliant comeback from Merv Martin. But DXSinho has won the race, has won the hearts of the fans. My driver of the day. I thank you all for joining. I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, we race every Sunday. Thank you for joining. Godspeed.